being that they are now. And I don't mean that like descriptively. I take it that you are like your mind, and before a certain week in gestation there is no mind or sentience, right? And thus no person, just physical properties, and that would eventually be informed by that said mind.
Okay, yeah, I'm not totally following what you're saying because you're using the word mind, which is not usually a word.
Yeah, I just said that like mind is like sentience, like having a human subjective experience.
Got it.
Yes.
So what is your contention then? That you're not persuaded by?
Yeah, I'm not persuaded by pro-life views that we are
sure.
reducible down to our organism.
Okay, yeah, so an 85-year-old in an old person's home that has Alzheimer's, are they less of a human than you?
I didn't say that they were less of a human for having Alzheimer's.
Answer the question, because they have...
Yeah, so people with Alzheimer's still have the capacity for subjective experience. I wouldn't say
they can't remember. They can't remember anything.
Memory isn't sentience, no.
It's a part of sentience, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not going to be I'm not going to say that the full capacity for sentience is going to be like what grants them that like moral consideration. I'm telling you that any level of sentience, which is why I hold a cautionary principle, but like at any level of sentience is going to grant them moral consideration.
When does human development begin?
What do you mean, human life?
Human development.
It's going to be at conception, yeah.
Then that's human life.
Yeah, human life begins at conception.
So
I'm
then,
not contending that.
No, got it. So then shouldn't our laws then protect the first possible moment of human development?
Why should they?
Well, because it's a human life.
That's begging it, the question.
Well, no, it's actually not.
No, you're just telling me what the human is. You're not telling me like why they should deserve rights.
So like why murder is bad? Like, do we need to do that discussion?
You're gonna have to explain as to why like abortion is gonna be the unjustified unaliving. You're just telling me that it's because murder is inherently unjustified. You're just telling me that it's inherently unjustified. You're gonna need to tell me why it's unjustified.
Well, I personally think murder is wrong is pretty intuitive, right?
Yeah, it's intuitive, but you're going to need to tell me why abortion fits within that unjust category.
Okay, because you're your own unique deoxyribonucleic acid at the time of conception.
DNA?
Yes, DNA. Thank you. Yes, when you attach to the uterine wall, and the moment at that time, your life began when your DNA was formed. Absent intervention, you then form into a fully developed adult, and you do not have a right to interrupt the development of another human being. You do not have a right to interrupt a 6-month-old or a 6-year-old from growing or flourishing. You do not have a right to be able to do that. That is a basic, self-evident moral principle that just because you are larger or just because you're older, you're able to interrupt another human being from growing.
Yeah, I didn't say any of that, but sure. So do you think that...
Okay. Well, I don't really know what you did say, actually.
That's okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
So what did you say?
Yeah, so I said that we're reducible to our mind. Our mind is what makes our identity. And I said my contention was that we are not reducible to this like organism.
All right, yeah, again, so we have clarity but not agreement. We